Log into Kali Linux, launch Metasploitable Linux. Start practicing the Nmap tool. Nmap scripts, Nmap commands, these are very important from the job perspective and from the network security perspective. We should know how to scan the target. Okay. Log in and then we'll scan the Metasploitable Linux. How do you launch? How do you use Nmap? This is the Kali Linux. Click on the terminal. I have shared the commands for the Nmap. Nmap space -s capital T. Then the target. If you don't know the target domain, you can put the IP address. The IP address of Metasploitable Linux is 192.168.154.130. Okay. 192.168.154.130. Is it correct? 154.130. This is how you can scan any kind of domain or the IP address. And if you want to enable logging, -v. If you want to scan specific port, -p. Or if you want to scan top 1000 ports, you can leave as it is. Enter. We should be able to get the open ports and services that are running in those open ports. So we are able to get the open ports in the target system by using the Nmap tool. Okay. If you want to scan a specific port, either port number 80 or 53 or whatever it is, what do? -p and port number 53. In case if you want to scan or if you want to check if port 53 is open or not, you can do the scanning by filtering only with the port number. So it is open, it says 53. DNS, the domain name service. Let us say, for example, you want to scan port number 80. You just replace -p 53 with 80. Enter. So it scanned port number 80 and we are able to get the result. I want to check the version. What is a version scan? What is the command for the version scan? You can give only the change what I am supposed to do here. Version scan -s capital V. Okay, enter. These are all interview questions, guys. Don't think like it is very easy. You should be able to explain like what is the kind of scan you are trying to perform with Nmap tool. When it comes to the network security, this is the main tool. So we are able to get the web server version that is running in HTTP port. What is the command for the sync scan? Sync scan or stealth scan? -s capital S. So what should we do? We are getting some kind of error. It requires root privileges, so you need to put sudo space nmap. Give Kali. This is the called sync scan. What are the steps that happens in TCP connect scan? Internal flags that gets exchanged in TCP connect scan. Sync, sync plus acknowledgement and acknowledgement in case of syncs, in case of TCP connect scan, or in case of three-way TCP IP handshake. What are the flags that gets communicated in case of sync scan? Can I get the answer? In case of sync scan, we are going to perform sync, sync plus acknowledgement, and at last reset. There is no case of acknowledgement in the last step. Okay? That is very important. You should be able to distinguish the difference between sync scan and TCP connect scan. That's what I'm saying. Sync, sync plus acknowledgement and acknowledgement, that is called TCP connect scan. Okay. In case of sync scan, sync, sync plus acknowledgement, and finally we are going to send reset, not the acknowledgement. What is the command for null scan? Null scan. -s capital N. Okay, that is the null scan. If you want to verify that, you need to use the tool called white shark to see exactly like what kind of flags it is enabling, what kind of scan we are trying to do it. Okay, -s capital N. How about acknowledgement scan? -S, capital E. Okay. This is called acknowledgement scan. What is the command for aggressive scan? Combination of 5 scans, I said, right? For aggressive scan, what is the command for aggressive scan? In the interview questions, they ask you like, what are the steps that happens in aggressive scan? In aggressive scan, it is going to be a combination of ping scan, sync scan, version scan, OS scan, and trace route. These are the steps you need to tell. You can check in the verbose logging that it is initiating the ping scan first, then it will do the sync scan, after that version scan, then OS and trace route. You can verify that it is not just theory, you can verify with the help of the tool. Even we got the output for the trace route and OS details. Have you heard of XMA scan? -S capital X. XMA scan. It is a combination of push, urgent, and reset or finish. Push, urgent, and finish. Okay, we can verify that, no issues. Launch Wireshark, or let me run this command first. It is a combination of push, urgent, and finish. It is not showing it here. We can see in the Wireshark. Do the same scan again, XMA scan. Check what are the flags that are getting enabled for XMA scan. Finish, push, and urgent. Do you see the kind of packets that it is sending for the XMA scan? Okay. As I said, push, urgent, push, and finish. That is a XMA scan. Now, there is a parameter or the argument called -T. So whenever you scan some target, assume like normal communication speed is 10 packets per second. And if you are sending 100 packets per second, does the victim thinks it is a suspicious activity or not? What do you think? Normal traffic or normal communication is 10 packets per second. And if you are, by using the tool, if you are sending 100 packets per second, some kind of not a usual activity, right? Unusual activity or not regularly seen activity, it is a suspicious activity. That's the reason we should know how to send the packets. Even if it is lesser speed, that is also fine. But if you are sending more packets per second, that is a suspicious activity. So we have the parameter -T. T5 means you are going to send a lot of packets per second. T4 less than that. T3 is average. -T, T3 is average. T0 is very less packets per second. Means the duration is more. So you can check that -T5 you can do. You get the result in very quick span, very in a short time. Let us see how long it takes. XMA scan and T5. .38 seconds it has taken in case of T5. T0 it takes a lot of time. Let us try with T3. Earlier it has taken 13.3 seconds for T5. For T3, it should be less than that or more than that. What do you think? I'll send packets in a very lesser duration. I mean to say 13.48 itself. Earlier 13.38. Definitely T3 takes more time. T0 will be more than that or beyond that. Enter. Still it is not done. It is going to take far more time. Okay. I'm going to cancel it. The reason is it will take a lot of time. The next one. Okay, that's fine. And T5 I have mentioned. I have to scan multiple IP address rather than one IP address. I have to scan. Then what should I give? If I want to scan 130 and allpromutual.com, what should I do? How do you scan group of IP addresses or list of IP addresses? You need to provide IP address space another domain. That's it. allpromutual.com. Or if you want to include one more IP address, you can include one more IP address as well. Or if you want to include one more IP address, tcs.com or way to sms.com, one more IP address or domain. So space provided by the IP address. This is how you can scan multiple domains or IP addresses. First, it is scanning 130 and sync scan we are trying to perform. We have to get to open ports. Scanning to host. First one 130 is done. 4 IP addresses out of 4 hosts are up. Got it. They scanned all these 4 IP addresses. The first one is 130 and looks like this is allpromutual.com. allpromutual.com and way to SMS port number 80 is open. I'll give one assignment now. What is the version of this service? Use some command and try to get what kind of web server it is. This is the assignment for now. Do it by yourself. And the last one is the loopback IP address. This is, don't worry about that. Now I want for this domain, what is the web server version of the service? First, post what is the command we are going to use? Only one domain I have. Not all these domains, only one domain. And what is the kind of scan you are going to perform? Check what is the version it is running. Just you need to perform version scan -s capital V. Okay, you can get the result by yourself. The next one, assume like I'm going to scan 4 IP addresses right here. 4 domains are IP address together. What in case if there are 100 IP addresses and 100 domains? Is it easy to type all those IP addresses or domains? Then we need to read it from a file. Okay. The best option is, instead of giving the list here, -L, -I, capital L, list. Try to read it from somewhere, home/kali/desktop/ip.txt. You try to read all the IP addresses from this location. ip.txt you create and try to add IP addresses into that. home/kali/desktop/. So you need to create a file over the desktop, and you can use editor for it, text editor. The first one is ultramutual.com. The second one is 192.168.154.130. Any domain you can scan, need not be like where to sms.com. Then what else? Any domains you can scan, need not be the same thing. Scanme.nmap.org. You have to save it with some name, whichever you want to give. Save as home desktop. I want to save. Save it as ip.txt file. Saved. Okay. Now go back to the terminal. ip.txt. Instead of versions sync scan, let us do ping scan because it will be easy for us. You will get the result immediately. Okay, what is happening? You cannot use -F or -P. Okay, let us remove this T and try it out. Port scan we cannot do. Yes, this is the ping scan, so no port scan. Enter. Is it picking all the 4 IP addresses, whatever I have mentioned in the ip.txt? Right? If you mention 5 IP addresses, how come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Scanning 4 host, it is saying. Okay, 5 IP addresses it has scanned. Okay. One more IP addresses here. 1 IP address and 4 host names. Altogether 5. 5 are up and running. Okay. Anything else? Assume like there is a firewall. We don't have the firewall here. You are trying to perform sync scan and you come to know like there is a firewall between the web server and the client. -T4. Your packets are getting dropped. You are not able to hit the target. In that case, you need to depend on some scan types called Mimon scan, Windows scan. Remember these scan names. If there is a firewall, you depend on -s, capital M. This is called Mimon scan to bypass the firewall. Not everyone will be knowing about these kind of commands. You need to remember the question asked is, what do you do in case if there is a firewall between the client and server? It says one host is up. Okay. This is called Mimon scan. The other one is called Windows scan, -S, capital W. Other one is, first one is Mimon. The second one is Windows scan. These are all the scans to bypass the firewall or web application firewall. Or else you can perform sync scan. Along with that, you can enable fragmented packets. -small f means instead of sending packets in sequence, you try to split those packets, make it into smaller fragments and send it. For that, hyphen small f is used. We are trying to scan all the ports by using the fragmented packets. Of course, we know that these are the different ports that are open in the target. Then what are the other scans we have? Please, can we go slow? I think I'm going pretty much slow. Still slower than this? Fine, let us do one thing. Try to practice all these commands for 10 minutes. Okay? History. These are the commands I have used today. Try to practice for 5 minutes. Again, I'm going to explain few more commands and then we'll close the Nmap for today. We'll move on to some other tools. First of all, is it easy? Are you guys able to understand how I am able to perform the scans? Can I get the confirmation? Confirm in the chat window if you are able to understand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you have any questions, do let me know. Very easy topic. You just need to know how to provide parameters for the tool. This is a very important tool for the network security. Okay, fine. Try to practice these commands for 10 minutes. If you want to still use or if you want to check some more commands, nmap space -h. It will list you all the commands you can try. -f, fragmented packets. Decay scan we can do. You can spoof the source IP address as well to bypass the firewall. Typing and performance we discussed. Okay, how do we make use of the scripts? I'll let you know that. And there's 7 minutes. Okay, we are almost done. Try to practice all the commands whichever I have sent. 8:16 will connect at 8:20, 25. 9 minutes. Try to practice all these commands. Try to scan allfrommutual.com, scanme.nmap.org, or any other favorite domain of yours. Try to practice the commands. Okay. Where is the firewall? Here we don't have the firewall. I'm just explaining you how do we scan in the real time if there is a firewall. -m capital Miniman scan and window scan fragmented packets, and you can use daemon scan and spoofing the IP addresses as well. Okay. What is mean by spoofing the IP address? So whenever you try to scan this IP address, in general, it will list the Kali Linux IP address. But if you are trying to spoof the IP address, it will try to list to the victim. It says like scanme.nmap.org. The packets are coming from this one. Okay. Hiding means like instead of you talking to someone, I'll try to talk to someone by mentioning your name like that. I think this is all for Nmap. You can, if you guys want to practice more commands, you can make use of the help command to practice these things. But more oftenly in the interviews, whatever I have covered, those will be asked. Okay. And one more command is there, that is like scanning by using NSC scripts. How do you perform the scanning by using the default NSC scripts? We'll discuss that only with that specific one later. Now let us move on to the DOS attack. What is the full form of DDoS? Shut down metasploitable Linux. Then bring it up Windows 7. DDoS stands for distributed DOS attacks. So we are going to perform the DOS attack on Windows 7 system from the Kali Linux. I don't know the password. Welcome 123, right? Okay. If you're sending a lot of packets to this target, what will happen to the target? Assume like this is the target Windows 7. I'm going to send a lot of packets from the system Kali Linux. Either Windows 7 should shut down or it should get into some kind of error. So similar kind of error is called, one kind of error is called blue screen of death. We are going to perform DOS attack by using the Metasploit tool, and some more tools are there. For now, we try with Metasploit. Tell me the command to start the Metasploit. Sudo space msf console, or you can type just msf console. Let me start in quiet mode, -q. Once you start Metasploit tool, search for MS17. How MS17 is over, we need to perform the distributed DOS attack. MS12-010. Just search like this. No results. 020. Okay, we have this auxiliary scanner RDP MS12-020 check. The first one is it will check for the DOS attack. Okay. The second one is performing the DOS attack. Do you guys know how? Can you guys try it out for the first one? Use this module, no payloads, only the auxiliary module. Use this. Okay, I'm going to check that. The command is use space auxiliary scanner RDP MS12-020 check. Check means it is not going to perform the attack. It will check whether the attack can be successful or not. Okay, done. Show space options. I'll go a little faster here because already you know how to make use of the Metasploit tool. You need to set remote host, remote port, and threads. Remote port, let it be 3389. Remote host, set space or host space. What is the target IP address? You have to find it out. We'll directly take it from the Windows 7 system itself. IP config Windows system. Okay. 154.167. 192.168.154.167. We have set the R host. All the options has been updated. Now just type exploit. It says target is vulnerable. So it is vulnerable for DOS attack. What if you perform DOS attack on this target? The system either it shuts down or it will restart, or you can see a blue screen. Let us try that. So type back. Back means we will come out of this exploitation module. Now use the exploitation module now. Instead of checking, directly use the exploitation now. We have these two exploitation modules, right? Earlier we performed only the validation whether it is vulnerable for DOS attack or not. Now we are going to perform the DOS attack. Use space, paste. No, it didn't select that. Use space. Not the checking one. We need to use the first, the one starts with 0, ID 0. This is the exploitation module we have to select. Enter. Now it has selected. Show space options. We have to set our host. Set space or host space 154167. That's it. Done. What will happen if I try to exploit? Let us see what will happen. Yes, you can use even the ID. Exploit. When I try to exploit the target, it is going to send thousands of packets to the target. Go back to the Windows 7 system. Right now everything is smooth. The moment you exploit or you start this exploitation module, go back to the see here, the system has crashed. This is called blue screen of death. Okay, basically it is going to corrupt the entire operating system by sending thousands of packets. The moment you trigger these packets, they are going to face blue screen of death. Let me shut down the system. This is a Windows 7 system. That's it. Auxiliary module execution completed. We have left with 7 minutes. Can you guys try this DOS attack by using Metasploit tool? We are going to perform DOS attack tomorrow also by using a tool called hping3. One more tool. For today, we have got another 7 minutes. Try to exploit the Windows 7 target by using the MS12020. Your time starts now. You guys need the comments, right? Very simple, just you have to use these exploitation models. That's it, done. Confirm me once you are done with it. You need to turn on the Windows 7 for it. Yes, Windows will work. That's not a problem, but you are trying to shut down the services, which will affect the availability. Okay. All the materials I'll be uploading it today. Okay, along with today's video, I'll upload it in the references folder. DOM based process script similar to session hijacking? No, session hijacking is one of the attack under DOM based process script, but you can perform any other attacks also by using DOM based process script. We'll continue with some more sessions, some more tools on tomorrow's session. I'll be uploading this video soon. Okay. Thank you so much. I'll be changing the link for tomorrow's session. So be, I mean to say, like, just I wanted to keep you updated on that. Yes, Wireshark is only used for packet monitoring. That's it.